All right. Welcome to MoleHill News. Mole Man Todd here. Wow, look at that. Little flash of green just came through. Sea of green, just like last night. Ow, woo. March 7th. It's 10:33. This is MoleHill News. Mole Man Todd. Hopefully this is educational. Perhaps it's entertaining, but it is fucking not financial advice. You'd be a fool if you let your research stop here. Anyways, this is just me looking at the news, looking at the numbers, and just trying to share a little bit as I learn. So, like, yeah, hopefully it helps people out. If you have questions, please don't hesitate to write them in the bottom. It is super helpful for me to have that interaction, and gives me something to elaborate on, either in like the next news video, in the comments, or perhaps in its own video, because I'm trying to do more of those too these days, and we'll get a couple of those up today, I think. Maybe a couple made and one posted. But yeah, in general, I'm not going to go over like everything here because the same information is more clearly written here. But it's just nice to get a sense of what's going on out there. And what we generally are going to see here is a lot of green. Looks good. Prices are up, even if they're up just by a little. Bitcoin, 50.6. We're over that 50 grand line. Ethereum, 1.6, second place as always. Binance Coin jumped up to third place from low, like way low. $236. Tether is down to fourth. Cardano's down to fifth at $1.13. Polkadot's in sixth place at 34.25. Let's see. Is this a little rearrangement? XRP at 46 cents. No, they were there. Uniswap's in eighth place, hanging on tight at the 31.80. Litecoin is in ninth place at 187.72. Murdering it up out there. Chainlink ran out the top 10. It's been there for a while at 27.91. Okay. Okay. Let's take a look at. There's some of that. There's some of that. So, when we chatted last night, let's see. Let's bring up the cloud. Yeah, we were coasting along some support. We were just kind of leaving the cloud, and I was suggesting that perhaps we were ready because we've had this nice slow build up. Perhaps we were ready to get on top of 50 grand and stay there. Not like stay there forever, but like not crash right back through. So it looks like that prediction came more or less true. We went ahead. I did not think we were gonna just blast through 50, but people get a price alert. Maybe they hit buy. So you see some activity there. You see a lot of buying activity. A lot of buying activity right here. That corresponds with that big candle raise. And once you break through 50, you see some sellers come online. Oh, what? We're above 50? I'm going to sell. You see a little bit of that activity. So you see a little bit of that bounce back and forth. Right there. But yeah, so let's look. Since we chatted last, it's about 10 and a half hours. We saw a 2% increase overall. The local highs are 51K. Yeah, 51.3. And we're currently chilling at 50.7. Cloud still got some pretty good support going. It's thinning out. It looks like we bounced at least once right through the support. Let's go ahead and look at the cloud in more detail. All right. Oh, the other thing I should mention, I changed up my purple lines. They were $5,000, like brackets or whatever you want to call it. I went ahead and cut them in half, so now they're 2,500. So this is the $50,000 marker. This is 5,000. No, 50,200. Jesus Christ, 52,000, whatever, 500, and then this would be 47.5K. So that is, so we're tightening it up. I want to be able to like zoom in further and still keep these grids in mind, so we can kind of see Bitcoin bouncing off of things. All right. Okay, conversion line is above the baseline. Baseline is like completely flat. I've never really seen that, but it is the most neutral I've ever seen a baseline, which is interesting. Conversion line is also locally flat, but has been dropping lately. So we're seeing that support reduce here, and then let's see, lagging indicator. I can't tell, but it's been dropping a lot, so we can just call it a downward indicator. So the cloud is losing support right now. Selling pressure is increasing, and buying pressure isn't quite keeping up, according to that, I would say. And let's see. Last night we were looking at the EMAs. We had decided, what did we say? We said that it looked like they had just now arranged themselves. If you look through this little compression here, like they're squished, but right here they're arranged for some upward motion. You see the upward motion, and then you see that upward motion slow down, so they get compressed again. So looking at where we're seeing those top two lines get compressed, I think we're going to see downward motion here at least a little bit. Is it going to go below 50? Yeah, maybe, because it's not a ton of support above 50. We haven't spent all day up there. It's been since last night. But it could just bounce off of 50 for the next few days or next couple days before it really busts out again or breaks through to support again. All right, so that's Bitcoin for the day. Let's go ahead and I only have one news story. No one's putting new news stories out this weekend. Nothing to read this weekend. So this is from a couple days ago. But DeFi Summer 2.0 Gen 2 tokens on a tear amid wider market slump. So this article is from a couple days ago when everything was down, but everything was down for a couple weeks. But yeah, if you weren't around for it, DeFi, the decentralized finance sector of cryptocurrency, if let's put it this way, if you are bored by the volatility of normal crypto, fear not, because you could get into DeFi, which makes normal crypto look like it's fucking written in stone by the stability of it. It is really a fast-moving area, I guess you could call it. The yields are stupid high. The tokens multiply like your investments multiple times before totally crashing, all in the span of a few hours. It's a real... be sharp. I guess you got to be on it. You got to be watching that fucking bar the whole time. Sell that candle at the top or something. I don't know. Gen 2 phenomena echoes the DeFi summer of last year, filled with DeFi stimulus check airdrops, fat farming APYs, and soaring token prices, as well as a harrowing spate of hacks, heists, and rug pulls. That's what I remember from last year. That's why I didn't really dig with DeFi too much. I just kind of watched it from the outside. I understand that there's probably opportunities to make a lot of money. There's a lot of pitfalls to make some losses. And hindsight's 2020. Like, looking back, there is a couple programs that worked out well I could have used, but I didn't know at the time what those were. Would I have selected the right ones? Unlikely. I stayed away from it. Funny from the guy who's like, the stock market is for old people. Fuck with crypto. But not DeFi. That's just, excuse me, but that's too much. So this is my Goldilocks zone, is like trading on centralized exchanges, at least for now. I haven't really dipped my toe in the DeFi too much, but yeah, maybe in the future. Maybe. Old Voska's doing a lot of that, so if you want some of that content, link to go look up my man Voscoin. So, all right, thanks. I'm going to do at least a couple of educational things today, so I will chat with you all in a bit.